you know what? I paint without thinking. Now, without thinking is never without thinking. Painting without thinking means there is conscious mind and there is subconscious mind. So when it's kind of a meditation, when you do not use conscious mind continuously. You know what is not using conscious mind continuously? Have you ever seen people dancing on street in marriages and functions and all?
Yeah.
Seen them now? They look so happy. They're like dancing like that, happily having fun. And it creates beautiful energy of joy. It still falls in rhythm. It still things fall in place. But there is spontaneity to it. There is fury to it. Okay? What happens there is people are just absolutely happy doing what they like to do, and it all falls in place. Have you ever danced like that? Ever? Okay. That's called no mind. No mind means the mind which knows craft that is not applied there. Okay. Then you take those people and take them to a dance class and teach them dance for a year. And ask them to dance freely again in a marriage. They will never be able to dance freely. They will do steps. They will be under performance pressure. That hand should come like that or it should come like that. That's not coming. So what happened here? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So that's the idea. So there is no mind. Which is no mind is more self-exploratory, where the person is not expressing what he or she already knows. Person is expressing, not really expressing, and walking into a no man's land. if मैं ऐसे कलर लेके बकेट लेके कैनवस पे फेंक दूंगा तो क्या होगा? What if I roll on that canvas तो क्या होगा? What if I roll all these canvases together? What will happen? So they paint and see. That is exploratory. My line, if it's starting from here, I don't know where it's going to go. So I'm blocking my thought where I have been conditioned from my childhood. So we take up a little child who's 3 or 4 years old and show an abstract piece or 5 abstract paintings and ask the child, what do you like? Say, मुझे अच्छा लगता है, ये अच्छा लगता है, वो अच्छा नहीं लगता. Same child grows up to 16, 17 and say, and you ask the same question, you say, I don't understand abstract. What happens here? So we are trained not to understand because we are trained to have a comparative or referential context to everything. Referential is, I am taller than, I am shorter than. There is a reference. Then after what's going to come is a reference. I am fairer than, I am darker than, I am smarter than, I am dumber than. Okay? So this is how we give references to things. And when there is no point of reference, our brain, our formal brain with less practical decisions say, if there is no point of reference, I don't want to know about it. So when people see abstract, when they grow old, they don't have a point of reference. That bhai, a guy, a human being, they look like human being or not. That's a point of reference. In abstract, there is no point of reference. So people say, I don't understand this. What does that even mean? It does not mean anything. If you look at evening sky, have you seen evening sky? Or morning sky? What do you like, morning or evening? Evening sky. Evening sky. Why? Why? Why not morning sky? You go to bed, get up and half sleepy and do a bit of social media. And
Yeah, evening time is comforting time.
Yeah, it's a comforting time.
Morning time is work time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So evening skies got lots of colors, and we have time to enjoy those colors. Do we ever look at evening sky and say, I don't understand this? Similarly, abstract work is on the same nature, but we know sky will have colors, so we are comfortable. So you take a frame and look at evening sky, and there's a canvas and orange and pink and blues happening, it looks lovely. But when you look at the work, we are trained to see, you have to read into it, you have to see what's behind. Artist must have thought it doesn't have a concept, your book has read. So once you can't read a canvas, we feel, "Isme kya hoga? I don't understand." This is what happens. So to be light-hearted with art and understand, I don't have to understand in it, I actually simply have to enjoy it. That's very important.
Can there be an understanding without, can there be enjoyment without understanding?
Yeah, that's
That
the
is
question.
another question which arises from this.
Yeah, that's a brilliant question. But it's an answer in its own. So, can there be an enjoyment without understanding? Yeah, it's quite like, do you want me to elaborate on that?
No, do you want to? I just interrupted. I wish somebody would ask. So
Somebody
nobody
could
asks.
answer that rather.
Huh?
Can somebody could answer that rather?
Could somebody just answer this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can there be?
Okay, I'd like to connect this back to, there are two quotes, and if you mix them, you get a very good answer to this. So, knowledge is power, but ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Right? Basically, if you don't have the knowledge, you will definitely be more happy. Because while you can wield knowledge, as soon as you know it, it loses the magic, right? Of not understanding, of guessing, of simply not knowing. So, there's magic in a blue moon until you know why it happens. So,
Brilliantly said, yes. So, absolutely. So, the magic shouldn't die. And magic is exploration. And once you get to know, there's a blind spot to it because you know it all. So, it's excellent answer. And I could simplify it further. There is knowledge and there is knowing. Now, what we know as knowledge now is basically information. So, when we collect lots of information, it's misunderstood as knowledge. Where knowledge is a beautiful combination of information, introspection, and reflecting on information with introspection. You got my point? Introspection is from within, knowledge is from outside. So someone will tell me this is the form of religion, and this is how religion operates. This is what heaven is, this is what hell is, and that's what God is all about. Now that's information. Now I'll collect more information and understand the idea of what Hindus are, Muslims are, Christians are, and different sects and religion around the world. Now I got information. Now I introspect, who am I? And when I introspect, who am I? Okay. Where am I coming from? So then I will understand that I am who I am before this information had come to me. And now I'll reflect upon that information, and that's where the magic strikes. Again, it is so magical and it becomes more exploratory. So now the information that you read turns into a beautiful story. So it's like how Bhimsen Joshi used to sing. How if you like jazz music, there is magic to it. Okay. Who likes which music?
You're being asked a question.
Okay, I like rock.
She likes rock. Anyone with any music, any form of music, any style, any particular singer? It could be item number also, because it's music.
What do you like, Arjun? You're
Like beats?
Classical. Classical.
Classical, Indian classical or Western classical? Western classical, super. And you guys? Okay, so there is jazz, there is rock, and there is Western classical. And when you listen to this, and when you go into the area, so you listen to it, and there's a lot of magic. You don't know. I hear cuckoo, and I don't want to know the cuckoo is of this weight, and it flies at that height, and from that height the sound is. I don't want to know that. I just want to enjoy the sound of it, and I don't want to clutter that with excess information. Okay. You saying something? Okay. Similarly, if I'm listening to waves fluttering around the rock of the sea and its sound, I don't want to know the technicalities come from the south north wind, and I don't want to get into that. Magic remains there. But the beauty is, when you explore that, there is a phase where it becomes exploratory, it becomes informative, not knowledge. And then, you let me know the timing, huh?